Welcome to the farm fields, motherfucker. No, yeah, I'm back. I'm back better than ever, baby. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know. Maybe I want to do music. Who knows? I fucking know. This channel I'm running is legit a hog pile at this point. Because I don't even know what to do with this channel anymore. I don't know what to do. I don't have editing. I don't have equipment. I have a PC, but it's not fucking. I don't have my own email account, and I'm fearful of making an email account and trying to bring over the data from the stuff on this to another because I'm afraid that I might lose all the stuff and I'll lose this channel, thus losing all the videos that all of you who are for some reason still fucking watching this shit like 5 years later are in love with. I lose my contacts. I'll lose Google Play Games account. I don't know. I'll lose the shit. And because of that, I don't want to lose it. I want to become the next Filthy Frank. And I don't know if I can do that. That's why I'm requesting all of you to become nomads like me now. And fight against YouTube putting fucking AI age verification checks. Because YouTube rather wants to get more money and keep pedophiles around like Roblox instead of protecting kids. Ugh. Now you might be wondering, why am I not in school? Why am I not in school? Am I supposed to be in school? Are you supposed to be in school? Where am I? Where are you? Where did you go, Kanai Joe? And while I appreciate all your questions, I don't think I can answer every single one of them. What I've been doing is I've been fucking sick. I've been sick. You couldn't really tell by just trying to understand what I'm even saying, but obviously since most of the people on here are around over 20, according to my YouTube analytics, but who the fuck cares about YouTube analytics, because YouTube can lie whenever the fuck they want in order to take someone down because they don't like them, a la Deep Humor. What I will say is, this is my favorite farm plot. This is my favorite shit. This is where I like to grow babies from. I know, it's so odd, but yes, this is where the babies are born. The babies are born from the mosh pits of any late Slipknot fan who didn't take medications before jumping off a highway with a few stacks of cocaine lying around before they got dunked by the police. But I want to sit down with all you people. What do I want to talk about? I want to talk about where I've been. So what happened to me? Last time I uploaded was a shitty ass video from like 2 months ago that was an apology for something I didn't even want to apologize for in the beginning with. But other than that apology, where have I been? What do I do? Am I leaving YouTube? Maybe. Am I committing suicide like my YouTube AIH verification check video said? No. No, the suicide thing was just me being, I don't know, fucking like drunk off my ass or something. But where have I been? I've stayed away from YouTube for 2 months. And I feel like if I ever take a longer break from YouTube, it's because I want to improve myself. I genuinely want to see things better. That's why throughout like the past month or two, my YouTube uploads have been nothing more than reposting community posts of shit I enjoy, or community posts about what's been happening to politics. My content hasn't been that much gaming, which is really fucking stupid when you consider that my old channel name used to be Yadiel Gaming. Yes, I know. My channel name used to literally have fucking gaming in the name. My channel 5 years ago was fucking vlogs and shitty ass gaming videos that I ripped off ideas from far more successful YouTubers when I was younger. But ignore my cough. I don't have cancer yet, but in my absence from making YouTube videos, I want to do a new chapter in my life. I want to do better YouTube videos. I want to make good quality content. I want to make like sort of like a podcast, but not really, where I bring my friends, I bring them on camera, and I debate a number of things. Don't worry, I'm not turning into Charlie Kirk, because unlike Charlie Kirk, I'm not debating about transgender rights and that we need to reverse all women rights. Fuck off. That shit is stupid. You're stupid if you say that women do not deserve rights. Piss off. You deserve to go to China and North Korea for that shit. But in other terms, I want to do my own little series where I debate things and I talk about stuff I'm interested. I've always wanted to be the center of attention. I need to do some admitting. I was a person that, when I was very young, like most people, I saw YouTubers when I was young, like most people in my generation, and I wanted to be famous. I wanted to be the center of attention. I wanted to be the man. And when I got older, I wanted to seek a path to that validation. Because as I've gotten older, I've gotten smarter. I have been more enlightened about life. I have been more aware of the dangers and damages that our modern systems are putting on. My mom says, why don't you become a politician? No, because politics requires you put everyone into the equation. You can't solve your way through politics with bribes and putting everything under an umbrella. You need to circumstance everything into the equation. That's why politics is a tricky job as it is. It's why most politicians fail at their job. Most politicians can't grasp the real world standings and the real world situations we face. And politicians might be the people with the biggest egos I have fucking seen since Logan Paul. This is why most politicians, including the ones we have now, are so prone to reacting like fucking children that they rather ban everyone they see or silence them. Companies are also in the same boat, but companies are not in the void of having massive fucking egos. Companies are in the void of being consumed by the deadly sin of greed. And because of that, companies like Amazon do not fucking care about your life. They do not wish to give you money. They rather instead see you poor and die. I have been enlightened. And while I may have started this rant at the moment with a fucking Filthy Frank reference and sounding like a fucking frat bro for life, this is not the intention of this video. It's not the intention of me sounding like a fucking jackass for the entire video. My simple Filthy Frank impression was to deter those who don't want to be enlightened, to deter those who rather continue talking shit and talking smack about anyone with any amount of common sense, to the people who ignore the truth and rather live in Lalaloopsy land for 2,000 years until the heap death of the universe arrives, to those who rather play multi-man melee. And that is a sight I cannot unsee. In this turn, our times are getting ever more wary. I'm becoming ever more fearful of what the world is turning into. And with the fact that everything online is having AI age verification checks, I'm getting ever more scared that my time on the internet may be done and I may have to abandon and disappear for good until things finally settle down to a point where I can return, and I can return stronger than ever. While the world has moved on and has started to accept the once socially disgraced, the old timers and fucking jackasses of old are still unwilling to accept the new and stick to the old. And apparently sticking to the old is hating black people and banning all countries out of America, apparently. Because apparently that's what the old timers here in America still want. They want to still live in pre-Civil War America, where it was societally okay to hate on black people 24/7, where it was societally okay to hate Muslims, where it was societally okay to commit genocide in the name of freedom, where it was societally okay to lie about very serious problems in front of everyone, all for more bang for your buck. Well, I just stepped into some mud. The only bang for your buck I want is a bang for your buck where I can bang your mom and teach you that you should never fuck with people and that you should never fuck around. And if you do so, you'll find out eventually, and you'll wonder why your parents should have put a condom in the first place to prevent jackasses like Trump from ever being born. But even then, what else do I have to say? What do I need to say? Everything is so left and right. It's always, are you pro-Trump or are you pro-Democrats? Are you pro-freedom? Pro-anti-freedom? Like, shut the fuck up. I am actually so tired of this shit. Why can't everyone just agree that people did bad things, like the fucking does bad things guys from SML, who obviously by the name does fucking bad things, and just accept that there are bad people, they need to be gone, or they need to be re-civilized by humbling them, and just accepting that the world can be fucked up and that we need to grow as people and learn how to quell this shit. Unfortunately, no one wants to take freedom medications. They want to take antidepressants and tell you that you will own nothing and that you will be happy. Well, I'm not happy. I'm not fucking happy. Why? Because I'll never be able to own a house and I'll never be able to have a family. So fuck you. I know I'm starting to sound like a fucking crazy person. I'm starting to sound like an atheist. But I'm not an atheist. Okay, maybe I am, but not entirely. I do believe in religion. It's just that I'm not any of those crazy religious folks that preach God 24/7 while also secretly using church as a way to funnel money to do illegal bullshit. But even then, I feel like by the time we get to the end of this conversation, you'll understand why I took a 2-month break. Why I disappeared from YouTube for 2 months. But all I can say is, human race, I am very proud of you for what you've done. For some of you people in the human race, you've actually began to stand up against Trump and stand up against the bullshit and tyranny. And for that, to which I feel like I'm not even human anymore, I applaud you humans for doing something actually good. I'm finally proud. I'm like a mom, proud that her son finally did the right thing, and happy that I no longer need to helicopter around my son anymore. That I feel confident that if I continue teaching my boy in this path, he can live a life where he can do no wrong, and that my boy can work without me anymore. to which I can finally rest in peace and I can live my days calmly, watching by as the world moves on as I pass away. Honestly, I just wish that by the end of 2026, 2027, and 2028, the world wakes up. We finally get the changes we wanted after 2 decades of nothing done correct. And that finally we get the world we wanted and not the world we got. And I hope by the end of this that things go back to the way they were before all this shit happened. When Obama's very great and successful presidency was still going, where Trump never entered office yet, and Trump was still that enigma that appeared in Home Alone 2 to, fuck around with Macaulay Culkin and appeared that escalator that everyone wondered what was his thought process. Is this at a time where the tech billionaires never existed? And yes, while we didn't get the websites, we got far better stuff in the form of multiple different platforms where everyone can do what they want and it wouldn't have to be locked away with no, manipulating competition. But what do I want to do now? I laid one idea. I want to do a series where I debate stuff and where I talk about issues. But I feel like I want to open more personally about my life. Because honestly, while snippets of my life and my past have shown up every now and again, I think to truly set in stone, I will need to make a video documenting my life the way I saw it. Now, with far better glasses that can read the past, and hopefully, with the accepting of my mom, knowing this can be put online, I can tell you my story. How I was, where I came from, when I was born, how I initially acted like a shitty person before coming around, accepting to be a good guy, and ultimately reaching where I am today. Hopefully, if I do a documentary like that about my life, it'll be worth the wait. You will get to see what it would feel like to be an average day person like me. While any YouTuber like me would try to put up this big, larger than life persona, me, like any other YouTuber, is still a person at the end of the day. Us people will always make mistakes. We will always make accidents. We will always cause problems. But as people, we will always learn from our mistakes. We will always learn to eventually do the right thing. And us people will always learn how to evolve and grow smarter and more wiser. Safe to say, new world, I've got a lot to do. And safe to say, I just want to hang out with my friends more often. And honestly, I just want everyone to be like me and wanting to live life the best way they know how. Because trust me, life has a lot in so little time. I want to experience life the best way I know I could. Experience whatever media I wanted to do and see the stuff I never got to see when I was younger. And honestly, it's a very good way. Like I said at the beginning of this entire rant, I want to learn how to make music. I want to make music inspired by the stuff I've listened to. It might be remixes, it might be my own takes on certain songs, it might even be original work. Who knows? All I can say is, world, you're gonna see a star who won't be corrupted by the giants. You're gonna see a star who won't take the lies so easily. World, you're gonna see someone who knows that if they do right, they do right, and that they won't need to deal with the bullshit. And world, be careful, because the things you end up doing are the same stuff that will come back to bite you one day. So honestly, this is just where I am at the moment. If y'all want to follow me on this YouTube account until I change emails, and then you can follow, and then you can send inquiry about stuff on a new email I'll potentially make. Hopefully, when I get all the data sent from this phone's email to my new email, which means I'll finally have my own email, which means then I can finally start getting stuff done and start getting stuff really going. I probably should have made an email account on my own 5 years ago, but oh well, I was too fucking stupid back then. What was I supposed to do? Have you seen me in my 5-year-old ass videos? Actually, no, almost 6-year-old ass videos. I look like a fucking shambling homeless person. I looked like a fucking meth addict in my nearly 6-year-old videos. Have you seen this shit? Because clearly I haven't. And what am I supposed to do? I'm the same guy who talked to the camera and went, with nearly every fucking sentence I went. Like, how could anyone have taken me seriously when I made that Amy's Baking Company video? How did literally 4,000 people took me seriously? Why did nearly 20,000 people took me seriously on an update to a fucking Roblox game when I was like, I don't know how I got that famous. I don't know why. Maybe my criticisms were that loud, or maybe I was drunk and people just happened to listen, or people just got lucky and the algorithm blessed at the right time. Who the fuck knew? I don't know. Nobody could know, because I'm not fucking YouTube. YouTube themselves probably don't even know themselves. YouTube is just run by a fucking AI bot like the Terminator or like Skynet. And one day it's gonna doom the whole fucking platform, and YouTube is gonna get an ass full to their face. But even then, by the end of things, goodbye world, stay safe, hope you enjoy, and welcome back to the rice fields, motherfucker!